Hi, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Weiser Tarot. This is a recoloration, effectively a recoloration of the original Waite-Smith deck that has been around since 1909. It's for those of us like myself who are Waite-Smith fans, and I still read with them now today. This is lovely, actually. You can have a look through, and I do really enjoy the colorations of these. You'll see in a second why. So this is basically the box it comes in. I won't waste a lot of time going through all of this. A fresh and vibrant reimagining of the classic 1909 Waite-Smith tarot deck. It's just gorgeous to see her name on a box as well, because originally it wasn't there. So if you're new to tarot, then I will also put a link in the description that takes you to a video that I've done on each of these cards. So there's no point me going through it again, because this is effectively just a recoloration of the deck that I've already gone through in some detail. So these are them here. There's a little booklet that comes with it. Let me show you the booklet. It gives you a history of the tarot in it, and then also the collaboration. So Weiser are a book publishers or book shop or bookstore in New York, Manhattan, who were one of the original occult bookstores in New York. Oh, it says in here about the deck. No, so the early history of the tarot, the Rider-Waite-Smith decks, are basically how that was founded. Yeah, the Weiser, 1926. It was a Samuel Weiser bookshop in Manhattan, first opened in 1926. In its day, the Samuel Weiser bookshop was among the most famous occult bookstores in the world. The publishing arm officially launched in 1957. So it's basically, I won't read all of this to you, but you can see that it's a very special collaboration, really, because you've got one of the oldest occultist bookstores with one of the oldest decks that are around still today. Then it gives you some information on reading the tarot, which I will put a link down as to how to actually memorize each of these cards. Card meanings, which again I go through in this video that I'm going to put a link through to you. And then I think we've got a section. I don't do reversals. There is a section here on reversed cards, which is basically means when the card's upside down, and tarot spreads. So you've got the 3-card, Celtic, which is the one I use, and the Ankh spreads. This is one for what you can see that it's got the Weiser logo or symbol. Well, it's the Ankh, but this is what the Weiser bookstore uses, or publishers use. So that's that one, and they've given you a spread for that. So let's take a look. On the back of the cards you have the Ankh symbol and also the rose. So it's the symbology of the original deck is there, combination of both. I have actually got my original deck out, so you can see. You'll have to excuse that they are rather grubby, but I've had these for a very long time. And it's funny because dealing with as many tarot decks as I do get tempted sometimes to try out a new deck, and I do a deck for a while, and then I always go back to these guys, and I think it's because of the relationship that I developed with them so many years ago. So to have a deck that's newer, cleaner, fresher, and actually has got more vibrant imagery, it's perfect for someone like me, because we just literally are basically, once we put our energy on it and we started working with this deck on a daily basis, it becomes a new friend, not a replacement, but a new friend. It's very hard to always let go of an old deck. So you can see from sizing, same as the original decks, same width, just lovely and white and clean. When I look at it, it looks quite grubby, but very well used. Let's have a look at the cards. Okay. So I've actually kept out the original Fools so that you can see the difference between the two. You can see that, for example, this has got Pamela Common Smith's writing. This is her writing, whereas obviously clearly this isn't. And you've got an astrology symbol here as well. You can see there's a coloration difference in the tights. This background is purple, and they've got this gorgeous muted background with the yellow. So, and actually when we go through each of the colors are different on the major arcana, but each of the suits has their own colored background, which is not what they have in the original. It's pretty much yellow or green. So that's the difference between the two. You can see it's much more vibrant, isn't it? And then I think I've kept the same out with the next one, the Magician, so you can see the difference. And the good thing is as well is we've got different coloured skin tone as well now. And look at that purple robe and the vibrant vegetation. So you can see the difference between the two colours there. Just makes everything clearer to see. So you can see those are roses and lilies now. Gorgeous. And take a quick walk through these because, as I said, I've actually done a video so you can see. I like the coloration. You can see the water there very clearly that you can't so much in the other one, and the strength and power of the Emperor wearing his red clothes is really adds to the meaning behind the card, really. And the Hierophant. It's the skin tones as well. There's like quite a few that have changed skin tones, which is more. This one looks a bit yellow though, I must say. She looks quite yellow. Just gorgeous, aren't they? Lots of purples and blues, and I really like this as well because you can clearly see that the sun is about to rise after this period of time, because everybody gets concerned when they see the Death card, and it's actually more about the transformation that happens when something ends, a new life. So one door closes, another opens, and I always say the sun is about to rise on a new situation. So you can see the water. It's just the vibrancy of the colours really kind of helps the interpretations as well. I would say she looks a bit anemic though, and in the original this is very yellow and those are very white, so you can see that pops slightly more, whereas this is a bit more muted all over. This is much nicer. You can definitely see, because a lot of people are always surprised when I point out this lobster coming out of the water, but actually you can clearly see it now because it's a very strong different colour. I won't go through the meanings as I said. So if you see now with the wands, they've all got this orange, well, the colour of fire, because it's the fire element. You can see on each one of the wands they've got this fire colour. And then I think we move on to cups, so the emotions, and we've got the blue. You see? Some of them are slightly paler blue, like that one there, but you can definitely clearly see their blue. Well, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I just love them, actually. And the purple, so now we're going to swords. Swords are the element of air, and they are all this purpley hue. Not bright purple, is it? It's like a purple hue, I would say. There we go. And then if we move from this on into green, so this is the element of earth, the earth element, pentacles, which makes sense having them as green. I think that's really clever, actually, the way they've done that. Okay, so these are the Weiser Tarot. I'm hoping that's how you say the Weiser Tarot. The Weiser Tarot. It must be the Weiser Tarot. And as I said, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will put a link to, because if you have suddenly happened upon this and you are new to the tarot, you'll wonder what I just whizzed through there. But as I say, I've gone through the originals in great detail in another video, so I'll put a link to that and you can have a look. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for your time.